This is about the split level tiny house on wheels that we can see. It has several room arrangement and separation of this tiny house, and from the right side it has a bathroom with several function on inside with a wastafel, toilet and shower cabin on this position. And we can see for another room right there. This is about the kitchen, and the kitchen has a U shape with refrigerator on the left side, and this kitchen sink on the middle on the kitchen table, and the right side has stove, and on the bottom has several cabinet for the kitchen table itself anyway. Then for the backsplash with ceramic motif right there, and it has a cooker hood on the top of the stove with arrangement of several shelf on the kitchen arrangement itself. Then we can go to the another side. It has split level. It has a split level of the tiny house. So it has 4 steps to move to another floor on this tiny house, because we can see for the another floor right there. For the upper floor, it using for living room or some communal room with a television on the corner, and we can see with a standing television from this sofa area with a letter shape, and it's little bit classic design on this living room of this tiny house itself anyway, that we can see about the design itself. Then we can look for the another side. It has skylight on the top of the roof of this tiny house. This is about the skylight, and it's about the skylight also. Then we can look for the bedroom area. We can look for the bedroom area, and the bedroom area is placed on above of the kitchen and bathroom itself. Then we can see for the split level on this floor of this bedroom area, and the bedroom area has a large window corner on the side of this bedroom, and it has several shelf. It has a several shelf and cabinet on the surrounding of this bed element itself. Then we can look for the another function, and it has a storage area for the bottom of this tiny house itself anyway. Then we can look for the storage area in here, and then we can look for the another side of this tiny house. Okay, overall this tiny house has a compact room arrangement, as we can see in this topic on this tiny house. This tiny house with a dimension around 8.3 meter, and the height of this tiny house is around 2.5 meter. Then we can look for this tiny house itself anyway. Then the tiny house is so compact and good arrangement with a split level system on the floor leveling and room arrangement right there. And it has semi-classic design on the interior with rustic or lumber wood element on almost all of this interior, especially on the living room area. It's so homey and cozy living room with wooden element on this living room area, so it will make different vibes itself on this tiny house. Okay, the next design is about the container house with a L-shaped container, and we can look for the room arrangement anyway. We can look for the room arrangement. It has a front terrace area. It has a front terrace area on this tiny house, and it divided into the two function of the room. The first function of this tiny house is using for living and kitchen or dining room or communal space itself. Then as we can look for this tiny house, as we can look for the kitchen has complete function, with a stove on there, and kitchen sink and oven and some cabinet on the top and above of this kitchen element right there. And the empty space on this area is used to communal space, dining or living area, and this is for the leisure area or the communal semi-outdoor area. And has a uniqueness with the two area of semi-outdoor in the front and the inner court of this tiny house, with strategic position between the private room and communal room right there, could access and observe on this spot, on this surrounding environment like this. Then for the back area on this tiny house is using for the private area, such as bedroom or master bedroom, and it has master bathroom in this area. And then it has a shower cabin with a glass partition and several cabinet over there, and it has wastafel with a cabinet on the bottom, and it has glass or mirror, and then it has small cabinet on beside of the mirror itself, with a faucet right there, with a faucet position right there on the left side, so it could be minimized of the weight itself of this wastafel itself anyway. Then we can see for the semi-industrial of the floor on this master bathroom itself. And this is about the toilet position of this tiny house, with a small window on the back side, so it could be enough daylighting on this bathroom itself. And I mean, it's so unique with the inner court of this tiny house, with inner garden and small with some area for plant or tree to make to reduce the hot weather on this indoor room anyway. Okay, and then the dimension of this tiny house is around 6.7 and 6.7 and 10 meter for all of our dimension, and with the arrangement of the two container right there, with a glass material of the building envelopes, and it has top hand closure of the front area on this container house anyway. Okay, this is about the third tiny house, and this is about the third tiny house. It's so unique about the tiny house on a trailer. As we can see about the trailer, it could be moved anywhere we want anyway. Then we can see for the interior of this tiny house itself. This tiny house is look single banked room with center circulation, and on the right and left side has several cabinet or several space that have many function for bedroom or many more. And this area about the kitchen with some cabinet on the bottom, with kitchen sink and electrical stove on the left side of the sink itself, because the space of this interior is arranged by the design anyway. Then we can look for the skylight on the top. It has a surrounding, it has a 360 skylight, so it could be maximize the environment view for the surrounding of this tiny house. And it has a fireplace on the front position right there, with beside with wardrobe area and some cabinet area right there. So this tiny house has some bed area and rest area on the left and right position at all. Then it has some small terrace for communal space or for leisure itself, and we can see about the dimension of all these tiny houses around 4.7, and this for the width it's around 1.8 meter. So it's just a small tiny house, but it could accommodate several function of the living space on there. And then it has a fireplace exhaust right there. We can see for the fireplace exhaust on the top beside of the skylight area, and it has large area or large window area on there. Okay, and the fourth tiny house design is similar with the first tiny house. As we can see, but the tiny house has built on the top of the wheels that the dimension around 2.5 for the width of this tiny house and 5.1 meter of the tiny house on a trailer. Then we can see for the room arrangement, and this room arrangement especially on the kitchen with U shape or semi O shape on this tiny house, and it has mini bar table or dining table right there, and it has a refrigerator space on the left side, and it has a kitchen sink and stove with a cooker hood on the top, and has several cabinet on the top on the and the bottom of the kitchen table itself. And we can see about the uh, placement for the entertaining media like a television or screen right there. So the screen could be uh, observed from the another side on this area. And for another area such as on this left space is as a bathroom area with a wastafel and toilet and shower cabin in there with a glass panel of the door with several shelves on the partition on this shower cabin that we can see from here, and it has a mirror on the back side of the wastafel itself. Then we can look around for the access to go to the top floor on this tiny house. Then we can go to the top of this tiny house with a stair. Okay. Okay, we can see for the bedroom area on the top floor of this tiny house itself. Then it has a bed area, cabinet, and some shelf itself, and wardrobe area, and it has a dressing table. Maybe this is a dressing table with a TV space or multimedia space on this position, and it has a skylight on the top, so it could be maximizing the daylighting system on the daytime, so it could be efficient about the energy expense anyway. And we can see for the another uh, side of this tiny house, but the important things is the room arrangement of this tiny house with a top top floor or loft bed area system right there. So with a small space on this tiny house, it could be accommodated for the several functions such as complete or ultimate design of the kitchen right there or like this. So it could be fulfill the daily needs of the living as common. Okay, for the next tiny house, we can see for the simple tiny house design that we can see for the interior space just like this, and we can see for the kitchen cabinet design with compact arrangement and placement. It has kitchen sink, refrigerator space, stove, oven, and it has washing machine on the bottom of the kitchen table right there, and it has several cabinet on the right side, and it has oven. And this is about the bathroom with the toilet position and shower cabin itself. and with the wall shelf right there with a small window to maximize the dialecting system on the bathroom also. Then we can look for the another side. Anyway, we can look for the another side. Okay, the another side, it is bed position. It has a bed space for the tiny house. It has a bed space with three side of the window system with a right side, left side, and the front side of the screen that has space for the multimedia or television right there, and it has small multifunction table right there. Okay, the next tiny house is so pretty and so cute. Anyway, then we can look for the another position. It has a rooftop, and for the interior, it has a kitchen position. It has a kitchen with L shape with the island and the cabinet on the both of the top table with the backsplace on the back and the cabinet on the bottom of the kitchen table itself with some dividing of the kitchen. I mean, it's about the compact design of the kitchen with L shape, and it has some sofa area or living space area right there. There's a living space area with some hidden table right there, so it could be open when the user need this table and could be closed when the user should keep the privacy of this table. And it has a same shelf on the corner window right there to maximize the dialecting of the space itself. Anyway, then we can look for the another space. It has a walk-in closet, and it has a small toilet and the shower cabin with a wastafel and washing machine right there. This is a laundry room and toilet as usual, and we can see for the another function, especially for the rooftop area. The unique things of this rooftop area is about the how to design the stair system to minimize the space of the stair area is to the stair length itself. The step to minimize space for the stair is using the dividing of the width of this stair. The width of the stair is around 900 millimeter, so it divide to be two part. Then the first part is about the 400 millimeter, and the second step is around 200 millimeter only. So it could be a zigzag step to access the stair onto the rooftop. And then for the rooftop has several space, especially for the plants, and it has a large space for the barbecue area or communal area on the outdoor and gathering area maybe. Also, it's so private, but it could be sightseeing for the surrounding environment on this tiny house neighborhood. Anyway, okay, I think it's so cool design of this tiny house with a rooftop and some way to minimize the stair and many more to make it more iconic. Okay, the next design of this tiny house is has unique design also with a large car parking or garage, outdoor garage of this tiny house itself. This is about the tiny house on a trailer, but the designer make it permanently positioned with a large decking on the outdoor, and it has several functions of the outdoor, such as animal house right there, and the space for the bike, the space for the bicycle storage. Anyway, then we can see for the inside, The inside of this tiny house is using for the living space on the bottom with the kitchen linear with the stair. This is about the side-by-side refrigerator, and this is about the wastafel area. This is about the wastafel area, kitchen sink area, and in the bottom of the wastafel it has camouflage shelf or cabinet, and it has some stove area on there maybe. Okay, and then for the another side there's several shelf. Maybe it's just for a communal space or working space, and it's for the dining table. And the unique things of this tiny house is has a shower cabin on the front of the entrance area, just like this. Then it is about the dining area, and we can see for the another room it has a loft bed area right there with a multimedia or TV screen on there. This is a multimedia with a laser chair, and it has a bedroom area also on this loft bed area above the kitchen and communal space on the bottom. And it has 3 window on the left, right, and the front side of this tiny house itself. Okay, I mean it's so pretty design of this tiny house with a several function and effective design on this tiny house itself, and it has several landscape design on the front and the back, and the backyard has a fireplace, has enough fireplace storage to save the log and many tools for the fireplace activity. And it has an outdoor bench on this tiny house. I think it's so cool design with a comprehensive design on the outside and inside itself. Okay, the last of this tiny house is about the simple design of the tiny house on a trailer, and it has a dimension around 8 meter, and the height of this tiny house is around 2.4 meter with some arrangement like this. This is about the kitchen area with L shape, and it has a kitchen sink, stove area, cabinet on the top and the bottom, and it has I mean it could be a loft bed, and it could be a wardrobe space, and it could be a bathroom with a toilet, wastafel, and shower cabin, and it is and it could be a storage area on the space. I mean it's so common tiny home design, default tiny home design, but it's could be inside for the room arrangement just like this. Okay, thanks for watching, and just wait for my next video, and I hope it will be a lot of benefit to all of you about sightseeing for all of this tiny house design itself. Okay, thanks for watching, and just wait for my next video. Thank you.